show gratitude, and you write thank you notes. And so I have a thank you note. Thank you, Mom, for my love and appreciation of piano and music, for being my teacher in piano and in life. Thank you for our traditions at Christmas, the Advent calendar, homemade decorations, cookies, and bread baking. That's the only time that she cooks bread. Thank you for the horses, our special mother-daughter time, working with the horses. You love them as much as I. Thank you for sharing your love of reading. Nothing better than the story of a good book. Thank you for your steadfast faith. You would occasionally ask Shelley, have you asked God? When you sense that I was going through a tough time, your faith isn't wavering. Thank you, God, for welcoming my mom to everlasting, pain-free life with you. As a friend of mine said, she's in heaven in a beautiful sonata.
Good afternoon. We are the lucky granddaughters of Margo Peterson, who we were convinced our entire lives was actually named Brandy. I'm Allison Halverson. This is my sister Leslie Guillory, and we feel so honored to be up here to share a few of our favorite memories with our Brandy.
Every summer when we were growing up, we'd travel from our home in Minneapolis down to Lincoln to spend the week with Brandy and Papa, but under one condition. We had to come separately, as Brandy was clear she could not handle both of us at one time. At the beginning of every week, Brandy would be prepared with poster boards, markers, and the local newspaper that we used to create a roadmap of our upcoming week. We'd sit and draw out in great detail our daily plan. It was no ordinary list. It was almost like we were writing the storybook of the magical week that was to come. Every year, we got to witness and partake in some of Brandy's greatest passions, taking Tipper to obedience class and waking up early to go to the barn and ride Pepper. We also learned that Brandy's passions did not include cooking. All she needed to make me happy was bologna, cheese, and chips, and for Al, her infamous salad, which was essentially Cool Whip dyed pink, aka a bowl of sugar. And we now know, after having 3 babies between the two of us, that this is not a recipe for pleasant evenings. But grandmas can get away with that.
My sister and I were obviously so fortunate that Brandy was ours, but we'd be remiss to not recognize the impact she had on the other kids in her life. Her students. One of the greatest blessings we've had over the last few days is hearing amazing stories of how our Brandy not only impacted people's lives, but shaped their lives. We heard one special story from Elizabeth, who was one of Brandy's most talented students. She wrote us a story that we felt exemplifies the type of woman and teacher our Brandy was. She wrote, Margo was such a talented musician and teacher, knew just the way to get my full potential. I remember going to Northeast State piano competition. I was so nervous and uptight to play, and about 7 minutes before I went on stage, she took my hand and we went up to the 3rd floor of the building, where there was absolutely no one. And she told me to do cartwheels down the hall. And I did, all the way down and back, both of us laughing. We went back down, I walked on stage and played my heart out, and managed to win. She knew just what I needed to relax. I'm sure those cartwheels and laughter, I wouldn't have played well without. Maybe I still need more cartwheels in my life. I have a feeling our Brandy is doing cartwheels right now in heaven.
Our other fondest memories were those that happened at Christmas time. Grandy and Papa always made it so special for our family. It was always tradition to go to Christmas Eve service, followed by candlelit carols and cookies around the table. But one year, the weather was not cooperating, and we just could not leave their home on North 81st Street. But Grandy insisted that the Christmas story remain the highlight and focus of the evening, so she decided that we would reenact the Christmas story ourselves. Everyone was assigned their roles and given 15 minutes to create their costumes for things around the house. We reconvened in the basement and it was showtime. Our mom and dad were Mary and Joseph. Papa was the three wise men himself. I was the angel. Allison and Granby were the shepherds with Tipper as the sheep. And Grandma Brown, who is Granby's mom, was the steadfast narrator. We'll never forget Granby's theatrical performance that night. She always knew how to make things special no matter the circumstance.
Thank you for letting us share our fondest memories of our Granby with you here today. We'd like to close with probably our favorite memory of all and invite you all to partake as well. Each year on Christmas Eve, when there wasn't a blizzard, our family would take up a pew in this very church, for the service always ended with a candlelit rendition of Silent Night. I will forever hear the four-part harmony that bellowed from our pew. Papa was the bass, Dad was the tenor, Mom was the alto, and Granby always carried the melody as the soprano. Please join us in celebrating her memory as we sing one verse from Silent Night. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin's mother's shrine. Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I was sleeping, I dreamt I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken. So I hung my head and I cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.